What's up, nerds? Let's open up the E-Wing Fighter. Full review. Unfortunately, I couldn't afford two of these things, so we're just going to open up the one. I'm going to keep the figure sealed because, yeah, I like a sealed figure collection. Anyway, let's go ahead and, oh, it's upside down. Of course, it's upside down. Let's flip it. And, of course, it's now backwards. But we're going to pull this sucker out. There we go. See what we're dealing with. Okay, so there we go. Some assembly may be required. There are instructions inside the box, kind of folded up in the back. All right. So instructions, of course, probably going to be in hieroglyphics. Should be pretty easy to put together. Yeah, all right, nice. Shouldn't be too long of a review. Let's go ahead and pop this out. Get these wings out of here so I can check out the figure. Very cool. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. Feels like a good sturdy build. Nice. Okay. So that wing over there. Take this one out. There we go. All right. Pop that down like so. There we go. There's the other wing. We do have the landing gear tucked away in there nicely. All right. Let's go ahead and pop out the fuselage. Man, it's kind of bigger than I expected, which is good because it was freaking expensive. All right, that pops out so you can put your droid in there, which unfortunately is not going to happen with this. I'll just grab a basic R2 unit and put him in there. Very cool. Hopefully he'll fit. And then we have KE4N4. I think it's supposed to replicate the word Kenner in a Star Wars code name sort of way. So there we go. That's pretty cool. He is VC341. He's also unpunched, so I'm probably going to put him inside of a nice plastic case. Hopefully he'll be able to get another one on sale sometime and be able to unwrap him and show you guys what he looks like. But that's a pretty cool looking little droid right there. Looks like your standard R2 unit with, let me shine a little more light on it, some, just a modified dome to kind of emulate the original design of R2-D2. As a matter of fact, I will pull an original R2 so we can compare. Hold that thought. This is the part where I edit this part out. So I gingerly walk over here, grab a sensor scope R2. Oh no, let's grab a nice beater. Yeah, here we go. Got a nice beater R2. So as you can see here, got my secondary beater R2 with the sensor scope, but it's supposed to emulate the teardrop scopes over here on the side, and you'll see those are right there. So very cool. Cool little figure. I hope one day I can get a second one to open him up. So I'm going to set him aside. Let's build a spaceship. All right, so we're going to take the fuselage right here, and it should be fairly straightforward. The tabs right there all kind of lock into place right here. Like so. Yes, yes. Pop. Pop. There we go. So that's one wing in. All right, let's grab this guy. Cool thing about the E-Wing Fighter is it's one of those vehicles from the old Legends comic books, I believe. Memory serves from like Dark Empire. Very cool vehicle. It's got these little nubs down here that don't turn, I don't think. Thought maybe it was a... I don't want to force it. Let me see. Check the instructions really quick. What does it do? Nope, they do not turn, so I should not force it. That would be bad. Okay. But I am missing a couple pieces. They're still in the box. I just got to grab them. I'm missing them so far from the instruction. That is the plastic that went over the fuselage. Then we've got our wingtip blasters. Doo-doo-doo. So yeah, I believe it's from the Dark Empire series. It's been a long time since I've read it. I mean, like 30 years since I've read Dark Empire. So I'll have to refresh my memory with the old Marvel app. All right, want to make sure I get these on properly. It looks like the... oh, okay. These go inward. So, to illustrate what I'm saying, go ahead and flip it over here. These go like this part right here faces the engine, and they pop in just like so. Maybe. There we go. Bam! Popped in like that. This guy over here pops in like that. Pop, pop. Is it going to pop on me? No pop? There we go. No pop, but it did pop right in there. All right. Knock into the light a little bit, knock the tripod over. Very cool. That's a really nice looking vehicle. The canopy, it looks like it moves forward like so. So that's kind of a cool feature, just like in the episode of Ahsoka. Nice. I do not have the pilot on pre-order, which I just heard today that they canceled the case that the pilot and I think Aura Singh was going to be in that wave as well. They've canceled that case, and they're going to do individual cases for all the figures, which I don't see the pilot of this ship warranting a full case, but we'll see how that goes. So yeah, the again, canopy slides forward like so. I really like that a lot. That's cool. The droid socket right here. I'll go ahead and put old R2 right here inside of it. That's kind of cool. Closes up like that. Make sure I get it in there right. There we go. Nope, that's not in right. That tucks in. There's a little tab back here. Right there. Little tab. Tucks right into the hole like so, and it closes right up. There we go. Very cool. Now, the landing gear are inside of this compartment. So let's go ahead and pull that out. That feels a little janky. I'm going to go ahead and push that back down like so. And this one right here, again, same thing. This opens up. It's a very, very, I don't know, feels like a very fragile landing gear. Go ahead and pop that down. And then the front, looks like the front has, like the X-Wing fighter, 2 doors. And this pulls out like so. There we go. Now we've got our landing gear down. Let's see how well it holds up. Like so. Oh, yeah, feels fragile. Oh, yeah, as a matter of fact, this one folded up on me. There we go. Okay. So what you can't really see because of the angle is that it almost sits on its wings, taking off some of the pressure from those landing gear. They're almost at the same length, or they're almost at the same depth right there. Yeah, it sits kind of right on top of each other. Whenever you set it down, the wings just kind of collapse a little bit. I'll see if I can show you a different angle of that, so you see what I'm talking about. But detailing-wise, I absolutely love the detailing on it. It's not very worn. It's not very space-worn like a lot of the ships are in the Star Wars galaxy, but then again, it wasn't really worn out in the Ahsoka series either. It was a pretty fresh-looking ship with a nice paint job. So I'm not going to worry about dirtying it up at all. Let's see if it has any other cool little hidden secrets to it. Not really seeing a whole lot. There's a lot of really nice detail inside the landing gear compartment. That's kind of nice. The turbine right there. It doesn't look like it spins or anything, which would be kind of pointless anyway. Engines, of course, there's no lights or sounds because we don't do that with Star Wars anymore. Yeah, there's not really a whole heck of a lot. These are a little flexible, which is cool because I was, trying to bend it up. That would have sucked if I broke it. But yeah, it's got nice little paint apps on it. I'll have to break out my reading glasses and my Arabesh translator to read what that says right there. Because I do not have Arabesh memorized, believe it or not. Yeah, nice little nods to real aeronautics. Pretty cool. It's probably like a warning, don't step. Like G.I. Joe vehicles, like I've got the Sky Striker right over here, and there's walkways and no steps and all that sort of stuff. I can imagine that saying, as a matter of fact, if I can zoom in right there, it's not very clear. I do believe that says no step. If I had to hazard a guess, I think that says no step. Oh, let's check out the inside. Let's check out the interior. Didn't do that. Now I've got this thing handheld. Sorry if I'm making anybody nauseous from my movement. All right, how far will that go? Okay, there we go. Let's turn this bad boy a little bit. See what some of those interiors look like. So we've got a pilot's yoke right there. It's also a little computer screen right there. It doesn't have any graphics on it, unfortunately. There's no decal, which that's a bit of a bummer. But still, it's a pretty nicely detailed cockpit. Some buttons over there, some switches on the side panels. Very cool. Let's see if there's anything behind. All right. There we go. Some interior workings right there. That's pretty cool. There is a window. Can't really get the right angle on it so you can see what it looks like. Let me see if I close this up, if you can see through it. Yeah, kind of. Back there in the back. So you can see right there, the wing, the laser on the wing sits almost on the ground along with the landing gear. Almost. There's a little, just like a hair's breadth right there of a distance, but that's it. So the E-Wing Fighter, it's a pretty freaking cool vehicle. I really dig it. I wish it wasn't as expensive as it was, but you know what? I think it's worth it. I love these vehicles, and I love the world building of Star Wars. So that's it, everybody. The Vintage Collection E-Wing Fighter. Thanks for tuning in for this long-ass review. And as always, my friends, keep it nerdy.